Alright, welcome back everybody. We are in the middle of defending Hector's Ostia's throne, I guess is how I should put it. I'm getting Legault kind of out of the way here. I just also realized that Legault does not have a pick anymore. He used up his last pick, which is great, because I don't have Merlinus near me. So I'm going to have to either... I'm going to have to take the long way around, I think. Have Canis, or Canis, have Kent pick up Legault and bring him down so that he can hopefully steal the item that's going to be picked up in the bottom chest. Oh, it's making good progress here. Bartre is making good progress. I kind of want to get these guys, like I said in previous episodes, I want to try to get them up to 16, if possible. Not sure how possible that's going to be. There's also, in Hector's mode, another level that exists between... It exists between what was the next to last episode and last episode of Ellawood's campaign. I'm going to attempt to get it, if possible. But it's going to require me to rush a little bit to get to to get to the end of the level, because it's only unlockable if you beat that level within 20 turns. So there's nothing to do with this level, mind you, but I just figured maybe you're interested in looking ahead because you're an idiot like me. Always trying to be prepared. Sarah, I doubted you, and doubted you, and doubted you, and here you are, at the end of the game with max magic. Max magic. You may not be great in some of these other statistics, but you did, in fact, outperform the one statistic I thought you were not good in. It means I have a very bad memory of this game. Bartre, you're at 16 speed, which is, I believe, average for you. I don't think that's outstanding, and I don't think it's terrible either. I know you start as a very slow character, but I think 16 speed is about right for you, because you would get, on average, you would get 6, 12, plus 3. I think you're a little above average. But then again, I'm counting all the way up to 2020 and you're not at 2020 yet. So you have still some room to improve, I suppose. But you did prove very worthy in this run. Pegasus Knights look, of course, amazing. They're doing what Pegasus Knights do, which is get skill, speed, resistance, and to a lesser degree, some strength. We're gonna run the lockpick down now. Exciting, isn't it? So I've trapped, as you can see, I trapped the boss in this area, so provided my idiot green unit knights don't keep rushing in, they should stay alive. As you can see, they do rush in because they're idiots, and I cannot tell my green units what to do. They do whatever they want on their own. They do what their programming tells them to do, which should be stay still, stop rushing the enemy, because that's what the game told them to do. But nah, that's all right. We don't need to follow our own logic. That's stupid. You're stupid. Defend the throne. What's defend the throne? You defend the throne. Why should I stand here in a clear bottleneck stopgap when you could do that with your own unit, and we'll just throw our lives we'll just throw ourselves into the fire or the pit that happens to appear right in front of us. Yep, I just need you guys to kind of clean up here. You need to clean up. You need to clean up. Everybody needs to clean up. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Lindy. I want the body ring. I'm gonna come and get it off of you. So stay tight, because I'm about to come down there and whoop your ass for it. Morph.
This one's for you, Morph.
My character in the X-Men 90 whatever you want to call it. I think I call it X-Men 97, which is kind of weird to me anyways, because that show did not debut in 97. It like ended in 97. Anywho. There's a character called Morph in it that spends, like, I want to say a good chunk of that show as being what I can only remember as a strung out drug addict, because that's kind of what he looked like, even though I don't think he was actually a drug addict. He just, the way his character design was, he just kind of looked like a drug addict. You know, they kind of rebooted that X-Men series because the way they ended it was Charles Xavier passes away, and him and Magneto come to some sort of agreement about how the world should, you know, how you have to give people the benefit of the doubt, which is, not to get too deep into X-Men mythology, but he goes back and forth depending if we're what point we're talking about, between wanting to believe that humanity is willing to accept the changes to allow mutants and humans to live as equals, and sort of the fact that you're gonna have individuals, or even whole governments for that matter, that are afraid of you because you're different. And sort of unlike the metaphor that they go for in most of the X-Men mythology, which is usually some amount of racism. These, in a way, these mutants do pose a threat to humanity, because they aren't just theoretically different. They have abilities that normal humans do not. And I can very much understand, both from the pro and anti segment of a pro-mutant, anti-mutant. You lived in that world where you had people that could wield what we'll just call magic. You know, whether that be elemental magic, Magneto obviously wielding magnetism powers, the ability to, you know, read people's minds, to do that sort of stuff, to change your appearance, you know, the ability to fly, you know, the whole gambit. Yeah, there's a character for you, Gambit, also X-Men. I can understand why that would be scary, because if you ever decided to go to the Magneto camp, which is, you know, they're not only are they not going to treat us as equal, but we are the dominant species. So let's wipe out the human race and create a world for mutants. You know, I mean, you get it. But it's what makes the X-Men so great as a series, is the fact that you can understand both sides, because on the one hand you are human, as the reader you are human, and on the other hand you also can sort of see, if you think about it from the perspective of the mutants, who for the most part, and don't get me wrong, I haven't really read the X-Men in 30 years. I was probably in elementary school, and even then I probably had only a general understanding of that whole universe. But, you know, you get the idea that mutants are, on the one hand, not a threat, because they're portrayed in the series as being sort of, particularly the X-Men, as being, well, we just want the same thing that everybody else wants. We just want to be the same as everybody else. We want to be treated as equals. We don't be afraid. We don't want you to be afraid of us. We just want you to understand that we're going to be a little different, but we're not going to use our powers for evil, or selfishly, is I guess how I should put it. And you're human. I don't know what to say about it, because you'll have a fringe of humans that will never believe that mutants can be anything more than a danger to humanity. And in the same regard, you're going to have mutants either because they're only interested in their self, or they very much believe that humans either are not our equals, shouldn't be mutant equals, or they're naturally always feeling like they need to be on the offensive, but ultimately they will not be accepted as equal, or they choose to be, like I said, the superior class. What's really great about the X-Men, at least X-Men 97, is Magneto comes from Nazi Germany, where he watches his parents get wiped out by Nazis, essentially. And what his core philosophy is the same thing that he does not want to see happen again. He does not want to see another rise of well, we are the superior race. And in a lot of cases, that's what his philosophy surrounds, is that mutants are superior to humans. So he goes back and forth on this, because he doesn't want to equate himself with the worst of humanity, and at the same time, sometimes his philosophy is very much in that camp. But don't take my word for it, because again, I'm only specifically talking about the amount of canon that I remember off the top of my head. I don't really know the long canon, the old canon, the new canon, the current canon. I think this is our last turn in this level. So we just need to wipe out the guys that keep popping up here down at the end. We'll kill off the boss, because guess what? They're not going to spawn any more reinforcements after this turn, so regardless if I kill the boss or not kill the boss, they're still not going to respawn. Let's just finish off all this. We'll get the last of the experience. Drink the sweet, sweet experience. And be done with this. Double. You can see I'm plateauing now in terms of experience. Do you need this experience so bad? This is a message from Lord Nurgle. This is a message from Lord Nurgle. Yes, I get it. You're just a speakerphone. That also happens to be a sniper. Have fun. Alright, we're just checking our units here, making sure there's no more people we can heal or gain experience from. Doesn't really matter who I heal, as long as I heal somebody. Druid man can probably come down, heal, and then that'll be the end of this turn. Or whatever. Lord Hector, are you unharmed? Protect Lord Hector, Knights of Osia attack! Nothing left to hear you attack, I cleaned everything up. Hey, Greybeards. Are these guys? Yes, I'm sure of it. They are his morphs. It's true, they are eerily similar. It reminds me of the Man of Valor, Ephidel. Black Fang Sonya, too. You saying that he made them all? It's an abomination, a crime against all that is natural. When Nurgle began using morphs to carry out his plans, his power had grown beyond our ability to contain him. After humans, he began targeting. Targets became the essence of dragon. Next target had to be Arcadia. Built our paradise behind a curtain of sandstorms, then hid it underground ruins and waited for him. I did not hope to defeat him, just exchange blows and then draw him into the desert, which would be his end. Nurgle never showed Dip, did he? Correct. I have no idea how he managed it, but he called those siblings through the Dragon's Gate, and now he plans to call a horde of dragons for this land. What do we have to do to stop him? Last hope is the power of the legendary items. It'll take too long for us to gather them all. We'll go to the Shrine of Seals and tell Bremen everything. Must have his power, no matter what the cost. We should go to Dragon Gate ahead of you. What? Good idea. Even though you cannot harm Nurgle himself, you can certainly do some damage to his troops. If we don't answer Nurgle's invitation soon, he'll continue to send out troops after us. If that's going to happen, we might as well take the fight to him. Won't have Lycia ravaged any more of his acts. You truly are Roland's children. I am old. I did not expect anything to surprise me again, and yet... Lord Athos takes the strongest of bonds to alter the course of fate. Go, my youthful friends. Put your sights on the Dragon's Gate and keep moving. Hello, Hector. Where are the legendary items? They're right here. Mine too, I'm sorry. I simply couldn't bring myself to wield it. Neither could I, although it said it felt like Durandal moved by itself. A weapon with a will of its own. Can really control a weapon like that? Frankly, I wasn't sure. Let me take them for you for a while, may I? Yes. Just fine, but... Lord Hector, I understand how you both feel. But without these weapons, we won't be able to stop Nurgle. You know that, don't you? Yes. When I next wield it, I won't hesitate. Confident is just a matter of time. I'll use it when I need to. We'll see you, Greybeard. I know. Go! Osmond, I am here, Lord Hector. We won't be able to contact Fargus about traveling to Valor till the day after tomorrow. The guards are rotating watches to protect the castle. Lord Hector, from this one night, please get some rest. Who needs rest? Do not talk to me of rest when Ostia needs me. There is something that you need to tell me, isn't there? I can think of nothing, my lord. Stop this foolishness. It's plain everyone is avoiding me. Where are you all hiding? I know what it is. Lord Hector, you must calm yourself. Say it, I command you. Tell me what is happening. If you do not answer right now, I will cut you down, knave. Do as you must. I see. My brother, he's gone, isn't he? Lord Hector. I wasn't sure. I was sure he was recuperating. He'd gone somewhere to recover his strength. I thought that was what we were hiding. But you won't confess even now. That means... Lord Hector, wait! Please. Accept the side quest. Yes. This is, I believe, just a battle preparation. This is just real quick. Basically, it's just to get you prepared. Receive word from Captain Fargus. If we come to Badon, he'll give us passage to the Dread Owl. Well then, let's get going. We best outfit ourselves before setting out. We'll need many supplies for camping on Valor. And the castle town here is better stocked than Badon, I'm sure. Empty the coffers here and sell the treasure if need be. Rough. Within limits, of course. Say 30,000 gold. Seems a reasonable amount. Come on, lead the way. Ostia's castle town is as impressive as ever. Shops and items all types imagined. Generations our ancestors dedicated themselves to a sort of frugal militarism. Nobles and commoners alike shun extravagance. Corrupt neither the body nor the mind, they cried. Since the time of Roland, it has been the dominant ideology of Ostia. I believe that when Lord Uther first participated in the Lycian Council as Marquis Ostia, he gave a scathing indictment of the peer system. I understand. Its philosophy had roots in the history of Ostia itself. That is right, yet this thinking threatens the lifestyle of many of our aristocrats. Some groups view my brother as with envy. Must grow wiser so I can sit on at my brother's side and aid him. Of course, my fighting skills are not yet what they should be. The dialogue here is a little bit messed up because, despite the fact that Hector seemed to know from talking to Oswin that his brother's dead, he's feigning ignorance here. This isn't the place for that kind of talk. Got to get going, come on. Yes, I will go with you. We're curious. What is it, Lindis? Hector, he acts like such a brute, but he takes his duties seriously. Hector's always been a man of firm character. I've always envied that from him. Ability to conceal any doubt he feels about himself or his actions. I know. A little bit envious too. Of what? Hasn't second guessed what he must do. No hesitation. I mean, I wouldn't hesitate about anything concerning my grandfather's health. In fact, I'd be happy to do anything I could. So, I thought I was all alone in this world. Now that I have found my family, I don't want to lose them again. I know what you mean. I can't bear to think of losing my mother. If I survive all this, I want to be at my mother's side to do anything she asks. Nothing is more important than family. At my heart, the plains still call to me. Never-ending oceans of grass. Memory of the scent alone is enough to leave me weak. But just, hey, what are you doing? Let's get going, both of you. Well, first we must deal with the merchant. Manice, deal with this NS before us. We cannot stop Norgal. We lose everything dear to us. Let us go. Everything dear to us. ... Hector, about last night. Don't worry about it. No matter the clamor I've raised, my brother is dead. And I could do... Okay, so he was pretending that he didn't know his brother was dead. Just to put up a farce. Okay. Back to Elwood and the others. I must put on a strong face, be strong for them. I see. But Oswin, I will not forgive you. Not only you, but my brother as well. Why did you hide this from me? Only me. Am I so untrustworthy, Lord Hector? You may hate me and scorn me as you will, but doubting Lord Uther's intentions, you should not do that. The last message I received from Lord Uther ordered that should he die, I must keep the news a secret from you. But why? This was what was written in Lord Uther's letter. He is true to his own feelings. If I asked to choose between his brother and the world, he would not hesitate to rush to my side. Though he often speaks in anger, we are brothers. We are all we have. I have never doubted his affection. Yet, what if the choice were between brother and a friend? To choose one would mean abandoning the other. He would come to despise himself, whatever his choice. I cannot force him to make such a decision. Lord Uther had your feelings foremost in his heart. He was also concerned Elwood, who had lost his father. Please, if nothing else, understand this. ... Alright, well, we're gonna try this. I don't know if this is gonna work at all, because I think Bartray may be over-leveled for what I want to do, but that's okay. If he is, he is. If he isn't, he isn't. Great, either way. So it's saved already, and... Yes, we need to deploy Merlinus here, of all the stages to deploy him. Lord Hector, Sir Oswin, I have brought you the 30,000 gold you asked for from the treasury. Big money. Will you look at that? It's an arena. It's a battleground for men to test their strength. Come on, Chris, let's fight to our heart's content. No leads here either. Where in the world could he have gotten to? Brother of mine. Hooray! Let's see if we can't recruit you. Fuck! Yay! You wench! Hmm? Meeting me here will be your doom. I must erase the shame that I met on the Western Isles. Come, we duel. Oh, I remember you. You're the guy who came out of nowhere and challenged me. When I knocked out with my first sword strike. The Bartray you knew before is not the same one you faced then. We'll have my revenge for the Isles here in Ostia. Now dig in some courage. Do your worst. Not come here to look for a fight. But how can I refuse you for your revenge? Let us begin. Oh, seems you've improved some. Right, I've only just started. Continue. So tell me, where have you been training? Serve Lord Elwood now. I am working as a guard for him. Tough opponents every day, but we just tear them up and cast them aside. That's interesting. If that's the case, I think I'll join you. What? My brother gravitates towards strong warriors. This journey of yours sounds like a dangerous one. Joining you might help me find him sooner. I don't know what you mean. What about our duel? We'll put it on hold. Don't worry, I don't run away. I like you. It would be a waste to kill you here. Someday, I'll finish you in an appropriate fashion. Okay, agreed. You're now my sworn enemy, wench. So, fun story. These two get married. Not them. These two get married. And, they have a kid who's a sword master. Who's looking for her grandfather, who's also a sword master. Oh boy. Carla, you need some help. Youch. Weapons and items, build your fortune, you know, how to search through your chest, come across, blah blah blah. Hey, there you go. That should cover it. Let's head to Badon. Then to the Dread Isle. Oh, but I forgot something in the castle. Go ahead. I'll catch up shortly. Alright. Yep. Come to the throne room. The throne is empty. Makes her look so small. Even on the verge of death, you worried about me. Last, you were always like that, eh, brother? Never asked it for you, but watch over me nonetheless. Like a father, with that know-it-all look. I told you, don't treat me like a kid. You never listened. Coming back. Take care of Nurgle and end his threat to this world. I'll be back, and I'll take the throne. I may not be nearly as dependable as you, brother, but even so, together, we'll make Ostia and all Lycia a place of peace. Put an end to peerage, make Ostia a place where all are equal. We'll try our best. Watch and see, brother. Interesting. The Dragon's Gate. Welcome home, Master. Lemistelle, look at this. The children's dragon stone. What will you do with it? I will infuse it with quintessence. This is the Dragon Girl Ninian's essence. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. With this I should be able to call dragons whenever I please. Shall we begin the process right away? No, I lost some quintessence from injuries I took from Athos. To sum the number I need, I must have more essence. One must be fully prepared when dealing with dragons. They are wrestle free from my control and kill me. All would be for naught. I fear to report that the quintessence from the Black Fang has all been used. Where shall we next harvest come from? All the materials we need are heading this way even now. I see. Fluid and his friends. That's right. I will crush them, steal their essence, and call forth my dragons. Ha-ha-ha! Alright, I'm gonna save. Get off. Come back. We're gonna be doing what I thought... last time I signed off, I talked about... Or should be on the next last chapter. Well, I think we are now actually next last chapter. So until then, hope you have a good one.